Hey, how you doing? Marcus Ruiz Evans here. We just had a really big day. I'm normally get dressed up, but some of the members said, "Hey, why don't you try doing it differently? This is what we see people doing." So, not my idea. Other members said, "Try to do this, make it more natural." Okay, so I'm giving it a shot. If it doesn't work out, don't see them. Anyways, we had a huge day today. Jim Wonderman, who's one of the most powerful people in California, spoke about the initiative with Yes California for about an hour today. Just got done with that 10 minutes ago. Hour-long talk, 10:45, 11:45. We talked about how he did read the initiative. He read the original one filed and the version that we've been in consultation with Green Party founding member Michael Feinstein on. So he read the Feinstein-inspired version and the original version. He said he couldn't endorse the initiative, but he said that the inclusion of proportional representation into the initiative definitely showed a sincere willingness to implement that in a future California nation. So we worked with Feinstein to get proportional representation into the initiative as something the Blue Ribbon Panel will investigate. And apparently we did a great job because Jim Wonderman said it definitely shows that you're interested and you're willing to go that route. And it would be clear to anybody who sees the initiative to do that. Now, it wasn't a full-on, yes, I'll back you guys, but it was definitely the work you're doing with Feinstein is paying off, and it is making something that is easier for people in the political intelligentsia, higher-level Sacramento policy decision circles to support. And so I took that as a win. Hour-long conversation with one of the most powerful people in California. When he calls, the governor picks up immediately, and he said, I read your initiative, I read the modified, and I like your inclusion of proportional representation. That was huge. You go back to 2016, politicians would not even talk to us. I could stand outside their door, pour gasoline on myself, and turn into a giant blaze, and they would do this. What's over there? Now they're calling. The highest ranking member in the California Senate asked to connect after we filed the initiative. Michael Feinstein, Joe Matthews has also been talking with Hana Miyamoto. Jim Wonderman agreed to do this discussion. So we're having more intellectual people who have connections to power and actual top big cheese decision-making people are actually talking to us this time. That never happened at all. Nothing remotely close to that happened in 2016. Like, that is nothing remotely close to that at all happened in 2016. They wouldn't talk to us. They wouldn't acknowledge us. They wouldn't even be seen talking to us. Now they're calling and saying, let's talk, and returning phone calls. We've never had anything like that before. So the game has changed. Totally new platform. And I will celebrate by telling a little story. I tell some of the members. I've never put this on video, so I hope this doesn't make people mad. Okay, so why am I in Calexit? Why did I get started on this? Well, I guess the earliest memory that I have is being a teenage boy, and I'm half Mexican. It's from Texas. The original Mexicans of Texas before it was Texas. So the white people of Texas said, hey, we're seceding from Mexico and this is Texas. And they didn't ask the Mexicans there what they thought. They just said, you're Texans now. That's not democracy and wouldn't be recognized today. But hey, that's America. So that's the heritage I come from. My mom wanted me to see my family. We went to a place called Dumas. It's right outside of Amarillo in Texas. And everybody there in Dumas is related to me. Basically, like 3/4 of the town has the last name Tobias. They go by Toby. Everybody's called Toby. Everybody's Tobias. Tobias was a family name related. Mine's Ruiz, but basically these are all my cousins. I'm related to everybody. Total Latino stereotype. Related to everybody, a billion cousins. But they're all in this town, Dumas, in Texas. That's where my family came from. Except for my mom and my tias, who came to California. And here's what happens. So we go back to Texas. She wants me to meet my family, see my heritage. So we're driving around and I'm doing all that. Now, one of the things they like doing in Texas is, this was 25 years ago. They thought it was really hilarious that if you were Mexican and you're driving in a car and you see another Mexican and they make a traffic stop the wrong way or go too slow or they don't turn the blinkers or anything, you immediately you point at them and go, "Stupid Mexican, ha 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 ha, stupid Mexican." And my cousins were doing this. We're all Latinos. My mom says, "Hey, we're going to go see your family. We're going to go down there. You know, this is what we do." So I believed her. And I was with my cousins driving around town. We were doing that about for half an hour. We would go back to the house, pick up my mom. We're going to go do some grocery store shopping or something. And again, Mexican family in the car. They see another Mexican on the streets do something. And they don't do this to white people. So if a white person makes a left turn the wrong way, nobody says nothing. Mexican does something that appears to be wrong. They point at them and go, "Stupid Mexican," and then they laugh their ass off. So that happened when we were driving, and my cousins pointed at that other Mexican and then go, "Stupid Mexican," and laughed at him. And I jump in. I'm a teenager. I'm ignorant. This was stupid and wrong. I'm not saying it was good. I was a teenager and I was stupid. I didn't know. I didn't know better. About to find out. So I jumped in and I go, "Stupid Mexican, ha ha ha, you stupid Mexican." And I remember a searing heat. Hottest heat I had ever felt. And it was on my shoulder, here or here. It's just this heat going right through my skin and my muscle into my bone. And I felt this intense heat first. And then I turn around and I see these eyes. And they are red with a water layer over the top of them. And they are quivering and shaking. And I still remember that. My mom grabbed my shoulder and with more rage and horror than I've ever seen her express, it was in her eyes. And I understood at that moment what racism was. Didn't really get it, kind of been sheltered. And I got with her eyes that this is how it's just wrong. It's the most evil, disgusting thing to do. So much pain, so much terror, fear, raw anger, rage in those eyes, almost crying, bawling, and the heat from her little hand. I mean, her hand's a fraction of mine. I got 200 pounds on it. And it went through my bone and grabbed me, and those eyes are still right here. She goes, "What are you doing?" I go, I hanging out with my cousins, stupid Mexicans, right? That's what we say. And you could tell with all of her strength, which wasn't much, but it was clawing in. And she looks at me and she goes, "We don't do that." And I go, "What do you mean? You said I'm here with my family to get to know them." And she goes, "We're from California and you don't do that." 25 years ago. So I have zero faith in minorities. I have faith in Californians. That's why. I saw minorities be Nazi and sellout and self-hating, and they were my family members, and I've seen other people do it, and they do it today. Candace Owens. Articulate, intelligent, attractive, sellout. So sellout's still here. We call them blanquitos, which means little white people. That's just a Tejano term. But 25 years ago. Now, my mom thinks Calexit's stupid and crazy. But 25 years ago, she said, "We are not like these people. We're Californians. And there's certain things don't fly." And it's like that still. That was the moment that I realized there was something different here in California. Took me years more to articulate it and understand what the difference was, but I would say that was the first time I was aware I was a Californian, and that was not what happens in America. There you go.